Hey guys, Pastor Greg Locke here. Yes, I'm purposefully doing a video while I'm driving, and if that makes you a bit squeamish, then join the rest of Americans that are sick of this NFL protest garbage.
Wow, not merely a car-theist, but a proud car-theist. I suppose it was only a matter of time. But now we've got ourselves a preacher who wants to talk football. I didn't think that was the way you were supposed to spend your Sundays. Let's do this. Greetings, fellow space travelers. Bionic Dance here. Before we start addressing Greggie-pooh, a little bit of filmmaking advice for you. You takes your phone, you turns it like this. Vertical video is a sin. Now, as most of you know, NFL players have been taking a knee during the national anthem in order to protest racial injustice and police brutality. Naturally, of course, this has a few people quite cranky.
Go out, play the game, and keep your politics off the field. White privilege, black oppression. Most of you don't even know what you're kneeling for.
You have gotta be kidding me. These are professional athletes pulling down at least six-figure salaries, if not more. Do you really think they'll risk their jobs for something they don't understand? Quarterback Colin Kaepernick was fired for starting these protests. The threat is very real, and they know it. So I wouldn't trivialize their actions by claiming they don't understand the issue.
Listen, I'm against black oppression, but if you were really against it, you would get off the field, you would go to Chicago, you would kneel to the projects where it's black on black crime predominantly, where drugs have gone absolutely nonsensically crazy. People are killing each other every single day. That's black oppression, ladies and gentlemen.
And what? Do absolutely nothing to stop the police from disproportionately targeting people of color for stop and frisk or trigger-happy killing. Apparently, there is only one kind of black oppression, or at least only one kind that requires addressing, and it's the sort they're doing to themselves. And goodness knows that what the government is doing, well, that could never be out of line, could it?
I don't know why the media is continuing to fuel this firestorm, but this stuff doesn't happen in my everyday life. Good grief, I have a non-white daughter. Some of the greatest Christians I know in my church are black people. And I'm telling you, it just doesn't happen. This is a media-fueled frenzy.
Could there be a more obvious example of white privilege? It's spurting out of him at the seams. It doesn't happen in his lily white life, so clearly it can't possibly happen at all, apparently. According to his YouTube channel, Greggie-pooh here lives in Mount Juliet, Tennessee, a town which, according to Google, contained all of 33,263 people in 2016. And of that number, the racial demographics of the town show 83.7% white. I really am trying to be fair, but look at this place. Using Google Street View, I was able to find one place that might qualify as a neighborhood. And he makes his church sound like some Joel Osteen mega palace. But look at this place. I've lived in apartments bigger than that. Bottom line, your Royal Greg ship, is that your personal experiences are just plain not relevant. Let's look at somewhere a little more real, like New York City. What we find there is that, despite being 25% of the population, black people were stopped by police 53% of the time, and Hispanics were stopped almost as often, with white people being stopped 10% of the time. And the proportion killed by police isn't much better. So frankly, Greggie-pooh, your experience in your tiny-ass redneck echo chamber bubble doesn't matter, and you are not a sample of what's going on in the rest of the country.
NFL, come on, you know you dropped the ball. You are losing tens of millions of dollars in ratings and in money. People are going to quit watching you. They're tired of this political correct garbage. They're absolutely sick of it.
Oh, you think so? Not according to USA Today Sports. It seems that ratings are pretty consistent compared to last year, protest or no protest. In fact, NFL ratings are up 3% compared to last year. And even if ratings are down, attributing that to the protests is short-sighted. There are a lot of reasons why ratings might be down, and it doesn't even mean people aren't watching the games. Couple that with the fact that Nielsen ratings only count a tiny sample of people and not every last viewer. Acting like millions are being lost and people are pissed off is just plain ludicrous. You are pissed off, Greg, and that's fine. Be pissed off, but don't go acting like you and your Fox News friends represent everybody.
This is America. Stand for the flag. Stand for the national anthem. Make your millions, play as hard as you can, be a good player. That's all good in the hood. But listen, don't disrespect this nation.
Why should someone respect a nation that doesn't respect them? This is a two-way street. A nation as a whole should act respectfully if it expects to get respect back. And racist police forces will earn the opposite from those they target. And I'm confident in a nation's ability to withstand a little bit of disrespect. But how is taking a knee disrespectful anyway? Let's think of a few other situations in which someone might take a knee. Showing respect to royalty or being knighted. Proposing marriage. Showing respect for the Pope or other clergy. Presenting a flag to the surviving members of a family of a fallen soldier. Kneeling in protest does not disrespect the flag or the nation. Kneeling is often used as a form of respect. Stop trying to deflect the issue or vilify the protesters.
NFL, keep your politics off the field. Play ball. I've never paid so much attention to football in 41 years of my existence. This is getting ridiculous. If you want to fight black oppression, the football field is not the place to do it.
So where would you have them do it? These people have a public stage where millions can hear their message, and will because they want to see this sport played. I can't think of a better way to raise awareness, and they'd be fools not to take advantage of that opportunity. Greg seems the sort who only wants people to protest if he doesn't have to see it or know about it. In other words, for the protest to have absolutely no effect whatsoever. I do hope he'll forgive us if that's advice we're going to disregard in the future. Until next time, fellow space travelers, this is Bionic Dance saying don't run on automatic. Instead, please think. You've got two choices. You can rate this video and share it everywhere across social media, or I can send my minions after you. Choose wisely.